Hey guys, Ivan here, and something absolutely crazy happened today. Martin Fitzwater just beat Samson Dauda at the Prague Pro. Why is this so crazy? It's crazy because Samson Dauda is a Mr. Olympia. He won last year, and Martin Fitzwater is a fifth guy at a Mr. Olympia. Or let's say fourth guy, because last year when Samson won, Martin was fourth. So these guys were never really close. I mean, at the Mr. Olympia this year, they were fourth and fifth, but they never really got a comparison round. They never compared these two guys one next to another. I was complaining about this. I wanted to see these two guys one next to another at the Mr. Olympia, and maybe the Mr. Olympia, Martin would actually beat Samson as well if he had a chance. But he had a chance here. Martin came in significantly improved. I gotta say, this was the best Martin we ever saw, for sure. And of course, this was definitely nowhere near Samson's best. So before we actually compare that top 2 call out, we have a great video from rep 1, so we can do a proper analysis. Before we get to that, let's talk about what these guys actually brought. And the question is really, did Samson Dauda improve from the Mr. Olympia? And I think it's pretty obvious that he did. He definitely came in fuller. He is claiming to be 300 pounds on this stage right here. Honestly, I don't see it. He is saying that, so I guess he is 300 pounds, but it doesn't look like he's 300 pounds, especially the legs, guys. You know, upper body, he definitely improved the fullness. His conditioning was overall better, but the legs were not what they used to be. Samson was kind of known for really having one of the biggest legs in the world at a Mr. Olympia, but at these two shows, Mr. Olympia, now Prague Pro, his legs were definitely down in size. As you can see, like from behind, as far as conditioning, he was better than at the Mr. Olympia, so I don't know how he beat Martin at the Mr. Olympia, because Martin was not that much worse at a Mr. Olympia compared to Prague Pro, but Samson, you know, he improved, but really not that much. He was soft here, and he was soft at the Mr. Olympia from the back, and, you know, this is not him at his biggest. If this was the supermassive Samson Dauda we know, then maybe things would be different. Maybe Martin wouldn't beat him, but I don't know, guys. Martin brought something absolutely crazy. You'll see that in a second as well. Look at Samson's legs right here, guys. I'm sure you can see it very clearly. Flat, man. I don't know if this was actually just flatness, right? I think he may have lost the legs. Maybe just because he did too much cardio and he's gonna bring them up with just one off season, but maybe it's like, you know, his age and his limbs are starting to melt. That happens with age to bodybuilders. They start to lose legs and arms, so maybe that's happening to Samson. I think he's close to 40 now. But who the hell knows? I mean, let's hope it's actually just him over dieting and he's gonna bring it all back next year. But as far as this edition of Samson at the Prague Pro, sure, better than at the Mr. Olympia, fuller and harder, but definitely not the best Samson Dauda ever. Not even close. A very, very weak Samson Dauda still. But hey, I am not taking anything away from Martin. I mean, the fact is, he beat the Samson Dauda that is not 100%, not close to 100%, but that does not mean that Martin did not look good. I think he brought his absolute best ever. And at the Mr. Olympia, because he was also kind of flat, you couldn't really see the improvements he made. At this show, you can actually see some clear improvements, man. Like, his V-taper is much better now. His arms and his lats are a lot better. He's a lot better from the back. You're gonna see all that in that comparison video, but yeah, definitely much improved Martin. Crazy conditioning at his show, crazy hardness, crazy peak. He just nailed it. He truly nailed it. And he was improved. And Samson was off just enough for Martin to defeat the Mr. Olympia from last year. Which is, again, crazy. I'm sure Martin is over the moon right now, and I'm also pretty sure that Samson is pissed. Alright, now let's go back to that video, a very high quality video in which we can see exactly what happened pretty much. Let's start with the front double bicep, and man, you would not expect this. Martin is destroying Samson in this pose right here. Martin's front double was always a very weak pose for him, and at this show, it's looking absolutely nuts, man. Like, this guy grew those lats like crazy. I mean, I don't know what he did to them, the biceps as well, but his biceps and lats are so much bigger. Whatever he did, it looks good. It works. He just won the freaking Prague Pro again. He defended his title and he beat Samson Dauda. So it's a really good Martin in the front double. His legs are obviously fuller and bigger. His taper is actually better than Samson's. Samson is taller, but that's about it. That's where it ends. Other than that, Samson has nothing on Martin here, not really. And yes, Samson has a better structure for sure, but only when it is filled out. When he's small, it doesn't work, guys. But he still probably won a couple of poses because it was very close, like front lat spread. I think Samson is winning this one. Let's take a look at the side chest. This is also a very good pose for Samson. So yeah, you might say he's winning this one because of the size of those freaking chests. The legs from the side look good on Samson and just the width of the shoulders. So I give him the side chest as well. As far as the back double bicep, you would expect Samson to win this one, but no. No, I think Martin won this one because of the conditioning in the glutes and hamstrings and also the back. Martin's back is significantly improved. It's thicker, it's more conditioned than Samson's. So I think Martin won both back poses, back double bicep and back lat spread, because of the conditioning difference. It's a huge difference in conditioning. And also, I'm pretty sure it looked much different in person. I'm sure in person, the judges could see a huge difference in conditioning because it looks like Martin was just much more conditioned. But look at Samson. He's also a freaking monster. You know, he has this crazy frame, crazy size. Even if he's lying about his weight and he's really 290 or even 280, it's still a lot bigger than Martin. But yeah, I guess it wasn't enough to win this show because, again, Martin brought that conditioning, that polish. He was just on. While Samson, even though he was improved from the Mr. Olympia, it still wasn't Samson that is on, and I guess he needed to be punished. Now, in that third, we actually had Krijo, and I saw that. I thought he was beating Johan Pradels. That's how you pronounce his last name, apparently. Johan, not Juan, not Johan, Johan. I thought he was actually beating him, but I thought Johan was beating Keone. However, he wasn't, I guess, again, because of the conditioning from the back mainly, and Keone ended up in that fourth. So, top 4 for Keone, top 3 for Krijo. Like I said, Krijo also didn't quite nail it. He was pretty close to nailing it, but he wasn't 100%. But really, even if he was, could have he placed higher than he did, third? I don't think placing higher would be realistic. I don't think he would have beaten Samson Dauda if he was a little bit better. But who knows, guys? Anything is possible at this point. If you told me that Samson Dauda is going to lose to Andrew Jack, Harry Chopin, Derek Lanston, and Martin Fitzwater this year, would you expect that? Everybody pretty much had Samson winning the Mr. Olympia. Again, most people. So this definitely came as a surprise. So maybe if Krijo brought a better condition, maybe he would have beaten Samson as well. But I don't think so. I don't think that would be a possibility, really. But I do gotta say that Krijo improved for the finals. I think he just carved up because he looked a lot fuller and harder. And he was a little bit flatter for the pre-judging. So yeah, he definitely came in improved, fuller, harder, and he secured his third place at this show. Now, like I said, Keone Pearson ended up in fourth, which kind of means that he's not ready for the Open yet. Does this mean that his hopes and dreams to become a Open Mr. Olympia one day are crushed? Because at his first Open show, he ended up in fourth? No, guys, this was a really competitive lineup, a really good lineup. So placing fourth here was a great achievement, I think. And with Keone, it's not only, like I said, it's not only his height, it's also like his size. It's not really a structural problem. It's not like he maxed out his physique. There is nowhere to put any more muscle on. And this is his physique at its maximum peak. No, not the way I see it, guys. I think he can definitely put on more size on that back, especially on those legs. Overall, his physique can mature more. He can gain more of that graininess, that density. So, yeah, I think Keone can definitely improve and be a better open bodybuilder sometime in the future. Maybe not this year, maybe not in 2 years, but at one point, sure. Yeah, I mean, can he win the Mr. Olympia with his height and his structure? It's difficult to say right now, but we'll see how things will go for Keone. Anyways, at his first Open show, fourth place. What do you guys think? Tell me down below. Oh, and in the meantime, somebody released the scorecard as well. So as you can see, it was actually a very close call between Samson and Martin. Martin won both prejudging and the finals, and the Samson was in second, but it was only by 1 point, guys. 4 points for Martin and 4 points for Samson in both prejudging and the finals. Very close call. Was it really that close? Sure. Yeah, Samson won a couple of poses and Martin won a couple, but overall, I do think Martin deserved it because he was simply better picked. Krijo was definitely very firmly in that third. There was no debate of him placing lower or higher, but as far as Keone and Juan or Johan, it was actually pretty close. It was a tie, actually, the prejudging, and then Keone closed the gap at the finals, so yeah, it was definitely a close call here as well. But overall, it was a great show, guys, and who would think that this year Samson Dauda is going to be losing to Martin Fitzwater? This means one thing. Martin is sending us a message. He is coming strong. This guy is not playing around. Maybe at one point soon, he might be fighting for that Mr. Olympia title. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Like this video if you enjoyed it, guys, and for more content like this, subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you soon. All the best, and bye-bye.